Good morning, children. Welcome back to class 12th English classes. Today we will have a new lesson, and the title of the lesson is On the Face of It, written by Susan Hill. Dear children, this is the sixth lesson from your textbook after the midterm examination. I hope all of you could do justice with the term 1 examination, and the result is out. Okay, now we will learn more about this lesson on the face of it. Before that, we will go for a brief information about the author Susan Hill. Yes, children, Susan Hill. This image is taken from internet, courtesy to Wikipedia. Dame Susan Hill, DBE, is an English author of fiction and non-fiction works. Her novels include The Woman in Black, The Mist in the Mirror, and I Am the King of the Castle, for which she received the Somerset Maugham Award in 1971. Born on 5th February 1942, age 78 years, born in United Kingdom. Okay. So this is about Dame Susan Hill, a lady author from England. Okay. Yes, children, now let us go in detail with the text on the face of it. Actually, this lesson is about physical deformities, and people with physical deformities often develop inferiority complex. Okay, it is because other people pity their lot or look down upon them or avoid them. So the physically challenged like to remain alone. The remarks or looks of other people hurt their feelings, and they become hypersensitive too. So here in this lesson we have a character called Derry, and another is Lamb. Lamb is an old man, whereas Derry is a young boy. So here is a contrast of age, and both are handicapped in one way or the other way. Derry, the 14-year-old boy, has a burnt face that happened due to accident, and the old man, the central character, he has lost one of his legs in a bomb blast. Okay, and now he has got a duplicate leg. Okay, and these two handicaps are highlighted in the lesson, and how others look down upon them, that is the question. And here the Derry, he feels himself unwanted because others did not mind him much. He got a terrible face because of that accident. That means he had a burnt face due to acid fall. Okay, otherwise he was healthy and having no other issues. Okay, and this boy Derry comes in contact with this man, Mr. Lamb, and strikes a conversation, and the story is formed through dialogues. Okay, now children, we will go in detail with the lesson. So already I introduced you two characters. One is Derry. What is his age? 14-year-old. What is wrong with him? His face got burnt due to acid. And another character, that is Mr. Lamb, actually spelling L-A-M-B but pronounced Lamb, B silent. Okay, he was an old man, and he got a tin leg. Actually the original one he lost in a war, I mean in a bomb blast. He was lovely in appearance. He has a habit of reading books, and people call him Lamey Lamb. Lamey means having lame. While walking, it is visible that he has some problem with his leg, so people call him lamy lamb, and he has got a good garden and a house. Okay, and the specialty of him is that he never keeps his gate closed. He keeps his gate open to welcome others. And actually he was suffering from loneliness, being alone in the home. Okay, so children, are you ready to learn? I hope you are all ready. Okay, uh, now introduction is like, this is a play featuring an old man and a small boy meeting in the farmer's garden. The old man strikes up a friendship with the boy, who is very withdrawn, means wanted to live alone, withdrawn and defiant. What do you mean by defiant? Showing fear or respect, or fearlessly refusing to obey. He is a type of rebel type. What is the bond that unites the two? Here is a question for you. What is the bond? Bond means the connecting factor that unites them two, that connect them two. I already told you both are handicapped. This handicap is the thing that unites them. This deformity, okay, the deformities that unite them. Okay, children, scene 1, like it's like a drama. It is the story is formed through dialogues. Mr. Lamb's garden, there is the occasional sound of the bird song and of trees leaving leaves rustling. Rustling means sound of the leaves here. Derry's footsteps are heard as he walks slowly and tentatively through the long grass. He pauses, then walks on again. He comes around a screen of bushes so that when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he is close at hand, and Derry is startled. What is startled? Surprised. So actually what happens, the entry of Derry, that 14-year-old boy, to the garden of Mr. Lamb, and he came through the fence. He jumped through the fence, it seems, or the boundary wall. He did not opt to that main gate, though it was open, and his footsteps could be heard because there were long grasses and or dry leaves, and through that his movements were audible. Okay, he comes around a screen of bushes so that when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, suddenly Mr. Lamb spoke to him, and that was a surprise for the boy. Okay, let us see the formation of story now. Mr. Lamb, mind the apples, he said. Mr. Lamb, the old man said, mind the apples. Okay. Derry, what? Who is that? Who is there? He asked 3 questions. What? Who is that? Who is there? Mr. Lamb says, Lamb's my name. Mind the apples, crab apples those are. Wind falls in the long grass, you could trip. Okay, okay, dear child, don't step into the crab apples. Okay, who want it? Mr. Lamb want it. Derry, I thought this was an empty place. I didn't know there was somebody here. Actually, the boy expected that the place was empty. Okay, yeah. Mr. Lamb, that's all right. I am here. What are you afraid? Boy, that's all right. Derry, I thought it was empty, an empty house. Actually, Mr. said, actually, nobody is here. It is quite empty only. Mr. Lamb, so it is, since I am out here in the garden, it is empty until I go back inside. In the meantime, I am out here and likely to stop a day like this beautiful day, not a day to be indoors. And the old man says that since he was out of his house, that house is empty. Okay, and there is nobody indoors, and the day was beautiful to spend the day with. Terry, in panic, means out of fear, I have got to go. Then I am not interested to continue here since you are here. Actually, the boy was facing trouble with others, and he want a lonely place, or he wanted to live alone because of his deformity, it seems. Okay, Mr. Lamb, not on my account, don't go on my account, I don't mind who comes into the garden, the gates always open, only you climb the garden wall. Actually, the old man noticed the entry of that boy. Actually, he came by climbing the garden wall, and he says that his gate was always open. Dear children, please note this habit of this old man keeping the gate always open. That means he welcomes everybody. Okay, very angrily or in angry mood. You are watching me then, Mr. Lamb, I saw you, I did not watch you. But the gates always open, all welcome, you are welcome. I sit here, I like sitting. And the man says that he likes sitting in the garden and he likes the company of people. Derry, I would not come to steal anything. He is assuring that he is there not to steal anything. Mr. Lamb, no, no, the young lad steal, scrum the apples, you are not so young. Okay, according to the old man, small children, they enter his garden only to steal the apple. Scrum the apple means steal the apple. Okay, and you are not that young, I feel, because he is more than the age, I mean 14. I just wanted to come into the garden, Mr. Lamb. So you did. Here we are then. What's the problem? Derry, you don't know who I am. Mr. Lamb, a boy, 13 or so. Okay, you are a boy, can be 13 years old. Then Derry says, no, I am 14, but I have got to go now, goodbye. No, I am going anyway, my age is 14. Mr. Lamb, nothing to be afraid of, just a garden, just me. Derry, but I am not afraid. People are afraid of me. So this also you note down. The boy is not afraid of others, but people are afraid of him. You know why? Because he has got a burnt face. Mr. Lamb, why should that be? Derry, everyone is. It doesn't matter who they are or what they say or how they look, how they pretend. I know, I can see. That boy says that he can very much read from the face of others that they are afraid. Mr. Lamb, see what they think. Mr. Lamb, what do they think then? Then Derry, you think here is a boy, you look at me and then you see my face and you think that is bad, that is a terrible thing, that is the ugliest thing I ever saw. You think poor boy, but I am not poor. Underneath you are afraid anybody would be. I am. Then I look in the mirror and see it. I am afraid of me. The boy is saying that anybody who looks at his face will have that fear, that because he himself considers as terrible thing, and he says even when he looks at the mirror he gets terrified. Okay, Mr. Lamb, no, not the whole of you, not of you. Dear children, underline this sentence, it has got a deeper sense. The old man says, no, not the whole of you, means you are not totally a terrible thing, whereas your face is. Okay, not, okay, yes, there he agrees. Later on, when it is a bit cooler, I get the ladder and a stick and pull down those crab apples. They are ripe for it. I make jelly. It is a good time of the year, September. Look at them, orange and golden. That is a magic fruit, I often say, but it is best picked and made into jelly. You could give me a hand. And suddenly the old man changed his subject from his that boy's face to his apples, and he says that his apples are ripe now. Now the color is orange, and he makes jelly out of it, and he even asks the boy to help him. Okay, Derry, why have you changed the subject for? People always do that. Okay, you are also changed the subject. You are not talking about my face. Why don't you ask me? Why do you do what they all do and pretend it isn't true and it isn't there? In case I see you looking and mind and get upset, I will tell you don't ask me because you are afraid too. Actually, the boy feels that this old man also is afraid of his face. That's why he is not asking something about his face. Then Mr. Lamb says, "You want me to ask? Say so then. Should I ask you a question?" "Dory, I don't like being with people, any people." Then Mr. Lamb, "I should say, to look at it, I should say you got burned in a fire." So it is very much understood for the old man that the boy might have burned his face in a fire. Then there is not in a fire. I got acid all down that side of my face and it burnt it all away. It ate my face up, it ate me up, and now it is like this, and it won't ever be any different. The boy is now highlighting how he got that burnt face. When the old man asks whether it could be out of fire, the boy says no, it is because of acid, and the acid not only ate his face up but ate the boy as well. Okay, so children, now better we stop here for the day. It's the first day. Now let us make a recap or review of what we have already discussed. So today we happen to learn about two personalities. One is Mr. Lamb, an old man with a thin leg, and he lost the leg in a bomb blast, okay, in a war, and he was a lovely person, and also at the same time he is lonely because nobody is there at home, and he was his hobby is reading books, I told you in the introduction. And Derry, when it comes to Derry, he has got the deformity, that is he has got a burnt face that is due to acid fall, and his age is 14 years old. And this boy enters the garden of Mr. Lamb only for some what you call a lonely place for him to hide, but he could see the old man there, and that was a surprise for him. And suddenly Mr. Lamb struck conversation with the boy and started talking about minding the apple, and even the talk has reached up to that boy's face. And the boy claims that people around him are afraid of him because of that burnt face, but the old man says he is not that terrible, only the face has become terrible, whereas the other part of the body was all right. Okay, and so goes the dialogue. And now the boy explains how he has got that burned face. Here we stop, and you can see in the picture both images are given here, the old man and that young boy, the contrast. You can see the burnt face of that boy here. Okay, he has got a burnt face here, and the man having a thin leg. Okay, so we shall meet again tomorrow with a continuation of the lesson. Till then, have a nice day ahead. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.